it's almost like their goal gave us a lift. It was quite bizarre, really. I thought we started the game very well. I thought we showed a good response from losing on Wednesday night. I thought we were aggressive on the front foot. We had some good moves, lots of corners, and we scored from one. We lost some energy in the second half, and St Johnstone got on top of us. I thought St Johnstone played very well in the second half. The way they play causes problems. And obviously after their equaliser, you can fear the worst and start to feel sorry for yourselves. But I have to say the players' character was fantastic. Second goal was a great goal, and then we've had to really grind it out, put bodies on the line, head, tackle, chase, block, and that shows that we're capable of winning ugly games, which is a big step forward for us.
Was the equaliser that explained to you the penalty, because it was a lot of mystery around it?
No. So I it's probably my first sort of experience of VAR. I'm not a fan of it. I've always said I'm not a fan of it. I've had some experiences at Blackpool and in cup games, etc. I've never been a fan of it. I just don't think it should be part of the game. It causes issues and problems like that. So for me, it wasn't a penalty.
Maybe you still don't really know. I know you booked Cammy Devlin. Was it a pull? Was it a trap?
There's a coming together, and if you look at it, for me, the boy pulls Cam down first, and as Cam's falling over, he then pulls him down. They both end up in a heap. It then looks like Cam's pulled the player down, but you can't quite see it from the angle, from where we're looking at it, but you can see that Cam is brought to the floor, and I thought it was, if you're going to give penalties for those decisions, then we'd be having 10 a game, I think.
You, from your assessment on the sidelines, why do you think the team kind of lost its way in the second half before getting ahead again?
I just think our energy died a little bit in the game. It was hard for us to keep getting pressure on the ball. So with the way that they play, St Johnstone, they control the middle of the pitch because of the numbers, and also we turned the ball over as well. We didn't keep the ball well enough when we got it. So sometimes the best form of defence is attack. If you've got the ball, the opposition don't have the ball, and therefore they don't get to the goal. So that was probably at that time. That's why we made some subs quite early, because we felt we needed some, do something different and bring energy to the pitch. But other than Craigie making an unbelievable save, we've been quite comfortable, really. They've got a lot of balls into the box, and they've been in our half. But I have to say, I thought we defended the goal very, very well.
Beni Beningame showed his importance to be delighted with his contribution today.
Yeah, delighted, yeah. I've known Beni for a long time, since his early days at Everton. I've tried to sign him before, so I'm delighted he's here. I didn't quite think he was ready to start Wednesday night, but not used to seeing him sort of a mazy run from the middle of the pitch. I don't think he knew what he was going to do when he got to the edge of the box, but he did brilliantly well and slid it in for Kenny, and Kenny thankfully tucked it in, so that's good for Kenny as well.
Neil, was it pleasing from your aspect that he showed a bit of character after
Yeah.
Johnston levelled?
Yeah, without a doubt, and that was the message to the players before the game. Like I always say, like good teams don't lose twice on the bounce. They always respond, and they find a way to win. And we needed to respond from the other night. We need to show what we're about as a group. That was my message straight after the game against Kilmarnock. I'm looking forward to the next few days, because I'm going to see so much from you. And I thought our response was brilliant. And we've been asked a lot of questions there today in that game, and I thought we stood up to them and showed real character.
What are the qualities, you talked about Beni, and you tried to say him before, what are the qualities that really stand out for you from him?
I think he has a really good temperament for the game. So he's not fazed by what's going on the pitch. He's very calm. You trust him on the ball. He makes good decisions, and he's a very good athlete. He breaks the play out well. He gets around the pitch well, and yeah, he's. I think he helps the team to play the way that we want to play. He helps others to play their game. I say I've tried to sign him before, so that's probably what probably tells you what I think of Beni.
Did you try and sign him for Blackpool or QPR?
Blackpool it was, yeah. When I first went to Blackpool, because he was at Everton, and I knew him from coming up against him at youth level and stuff, and so yeah, I was nearly there, well, not quite.
I feel we'll ask you at the time just because of the size of the squad, but particular reasons behind Musa or Liam not being in the squad?
No, we just have to make some tough decisions really because of the numbers we've got, and when you're looking at the bench, you have to decide on, you know, sort of the tactical side, who gives you what and what you think the game might look like, or so it's just tactical decisions. Yeah.
Are you starting to feel you've got a better idea in your mind of what your strongest 11 might be? Just got how much.
Honestly, I don't think it's a game for just 11 players now. You know, when you make 2 or 3 changes, people always say, "Oh, he doesn't know his best 11," and I just don't see it like that anymore. I don't think football is like that. Most games, most teams, you look at the teams, there'll always be a couple of changes. I think you see a core group of players that have been consistently playing. If you look at our team, with some changes around it, I think that's important. I want there to be some consistency, and I want to. You've got to give trust to the players as well. They've got to feel like you believe in them. But it's a squad game now, and everyone has to be ready to play.
Neil, is it good to get a pick me up before Thursday in Europe?
Yeah, massive. It was a big 3 points for us, particularly in the manner in which it was. And yeah, Thursday night, we've had a good start in that competition, 6 from 6, and Heidenheim, I've now watched them play a couple of times, and they're a good team. German team, efficient, quite pragmatic, good on the counter attack. They've got some good players, obviously, but Tynecastle at home on Thursday night after winning here should be a very special night.